Hey everyone, thanks for joining Feel Good Fitness. Just a couple of heads up, we don't need any equipment today other than a mat. That's it. We're just going to use our bodies. And then I don't have any shoes or socks on. It's really what feels best for your feet. But if you want a little bit more grip, that's great too. So I'm just going to hit play here on my timer. So we have a full 25 minutes. So we're going to start with our feet hip distance apart and then arms down by our sides, and you're going to flip the palms of the hands to face forward. Now think about really reaching through your fingertips, reaching long, creating that 5, and then you're going to flip the palms of the hands to face away. Flip it again forward and back. So getting some rotation through our forearms, our shoulder joint, our elbows. Let's add some breath work in with this. Take an inhale and exhale to flip. Inhale, deep breath, and exhale. Inhale, palms face forward, and exhale, facing back. Last one, take a deep inhale, and exhale. Rolling through our shoulders, just big up and around. So we're going to start into a standing position, and then we're going to move our way down to the mat. 2 more in this direction. Last one, and now reverse. So starting from our shoulders, head and neck. We're going to do a full body lengthening today. 2 more. And last one. Good. I'm going to kind of come out to a diagonal here. Now your right foot is forward. You're going to step it back with your left foot. So think of a reverse lunge. Now hold it here. Weight is even through both legs. Now lengthen through both legs. Think of a tripod position, both legs parallel. Hinge it forward. Get a nice hamstring stretch. So fingertips can be down, or you can place your hands to your thighs. Now bring it back to your reverse lunge or your staggered lunge. Hold it here. And now drive your knee to your chest, back leg, and then little hinge at the top. Let's do it again. Step it back to reverse lunge. Hold it here. Tripod lengthening through your legs. Hinge it forward. Bring it back to your reverse lunge. Hold it here. I'm going to add in a lateral flexion. Your right arm reaches up and over. Restack your spine. Now draw your knee to your chest. Find your balance. Little hinge. Let's do it again. Lunge it back. Lengthen through your legs. Back to your reverse lunge. Right arm reaches up and over, lateral flexion. Restack your spine, knee to chest, balance, and hinge. One last time. Ooh, balance. Into your lunge, hold. Straightening both legs, tripod. Back to reverse lunge. Right arm reaches up and over. Restack. Find your balance, knee to chest. Little hinge. And then return. All right, let's do the same thing, other side. So left foot steps back into your reverse lunge. Hold it here. Lengthening both legs into your tripod. Hips are square. We're going to add in your lateral flexion right away. Back to your reverse lunge or staggered stance. Left arm reaches up and over. Restack. Find your balance, knee to chest. Little hinge. Back to your lunge. Hold it here. Lengthen both legs. Back to your lunge. Lateral flexion up and over, left arm up. stack, knee to chest, balance, squeeze your right glute, little hinge, 2 more, lunge it back. Tripod, lengthen. Back to your lunge. Flexion up and over. And center. Knee to chest, find your balance. Little hinge. Last one, lunge it back. Tripod, lengthen. Back to your lunge. Left arm up and over, lateral flexion. And center. Find your balance. And little hinge. Beautiful, good. Feet are hip distance apart. We're gonna do a nice roll down. So relaxing through your shoulders. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, nod your chin, roll it down 1 vertebrae at a time. Pause at the bottom, just dead hang. And now roll it back up, starting from your lumbar spine, and then your head. Roll your shoulders back. Let's do it again. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, nod your chin, rounding it forward, using that whole exhale to round. Take an inhale at the bottom. And now exhale to roll it back up. Roll your shoulders back. 1 more here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, nod your chin, rounding it forward. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale to roll it back up. And roll your shoulders back. Good. Wide stance. My inner thighs are a little sore from yesterday. So you're gonna come into that sumo squat again. These are called hockey squats. Widen your stance and you're gonna shift from side to side. You choose the range of motion that is good for you. So if it's a little bit more narrow and smaller, that's okay. But if you want a deeper stretch through your adductors, really sink it low and wide. Back stays long. We're still working our legs. Good. Doing great out there. We're gonna stay here for about another 10 seconds. And again, see if you can sink it just a little bit lower. 3, 2, 1, lengthen your legs. Bring hip distance apart. Let's do a nice quad stretch. Grabbing your left foot, reach your right arm up. Now, as you're standing here, think about tucking your pelvis under, and you're gonna feel a little bit of deeper stretch through your quads. Let's do the other side. You can always hold on to a wall or a chair that's around you. And release back to your first side. Squaring out your hips, reaching long through your arms. And release, other side. Last one. And go ahead and release. All right, let's move it down to our mat. Now, we're gonna come into a high plank position. Okay, so shoulders over your hands. 1 long line. Feet are about hip distance apart. Now lower down to your knees, sink it back to a child's pose. Almost think more of a puppy pose, keeping your toes tucked under and getting a little bit of extension. Now power through back to your plank, squeeze your glutes. Boom, right here. Lower your knees down and sink it and reach into extension. Good. Bring it back to a neutral spine. Back up to your plank. We do it again. Sink it back to your child's pose or puppy pose. Power back to your plank. Here. Lower down to your knees, right into extension. Squeeze your glutes. Press it back up to your high plank. And back to our puppy pose. Reach it long. Power to plank, go. Lower your knees, extend, draw your shoulders away from your ears, back to your plank, and back to puppy pose. Reach it long. Power to plank. Lower your knees, extend. Back to your high plank, one more time. Puppy pose. Power to plank. Drop your knees down, extend. Back up to your high plank. And now sink it back to a child's pose. Just relax here, big toes together. You can release the tuck under with your toes. And just reach long through your spine. Now still holding it here, reach off to one side. So I'm reaching to my right and reaching long through my left arm. Walk it over to the other side. So we're stretching our lat muscles. It's that big triangular muscle on your back, kind of underneath your armpits. Center back out. And now roll it up one vertebrae at a time. All right, gang, we're gonna go into a half kneeling position. I'm the mirror image. Bring your left foot out and kind of open up your leg as far as you can without getting any straining through your hips. Now with your left arm, kind of push the back of your hand into your knee. Right arm reaches up. We're gonna do a tilt. Slide your arm onto the inside of the leg and reach. You're gonna get a good stretch through your inner thigh. And now use your obliques to slide back up, back to your starting position. And again, sliding down, eye gaze goes up to your hand. And slide it back up. Good. And again, tilting to your left. And return. Now let's think about our left hand and our rotation. So as you reach, the palm of the hand is facing forward, so that's your right hand. Now as you tilt back up, it's gonna rotate back to facing your body. And again, tilting, palm of the hand forward, and then back up in toward your body. Good. Again. Make it a little bit more smooth and continuous. Sliding back up, two more. Sliding down. And back up. Good, last one. And back up. Let's give you a nice lunge. Kind of reach your leg out just a little bit further and just lunge and hold it here. You can set your hands down to your thighs if you want, or if this is too much of a stretch, just kind of pull back a little bit. Breathing into your stretch. And now go ahead and release. Let's do the other side. Left knee goes down. Draw your foot out and through your hip socket. And then back of the hand presses back into your knee a little bit. Left arm reaches up. Here we go. Sliding down. Eye gaze goes up to your hand. Palm facing forward. And then slide it back up, rotating. And again, slide down and back up. Good, being mindful of your shoulders, making sure, again, your shoulders are away from your ears. Sliding down and back up. Two more. Again, if you were in class yesterday, this is gonna feel good for your inner thighs and your groin. Last one. And release. Let's go into our lunge. Big hip opener. And just holding it here, tall posture. Deep breathing into your stretch. Shoulders down your back. And now go ahead and release. Okay, we're gonna come onto our back for a happy baby. So roll it on down. Now, gang, you can either grab your big toes or your knees or the instep or the sole of your feet and just hold it here. So this is your happy baby. You're allowing your knees to kind of flail out to the side, Try to relax through your spine and your hips. And if it feels okay, you can start kind of rocking from side to side, whatever feels good. We have hamstrings, inner thighs lengthening, hip joints. We'll stay here for about another 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Arms come out to a T, palms of the hands facing up, legs go up to a tabletop. Waist whittler, side to side, kind of like a pendulum swing. This is a good mobility exercise for your spine. Shoulder blades stay flush against your mat. And you're tilting from about a 10 o'clock to a 2 o'clock. So that kind of gives you an idea of range of motion. Control this using your abdominals. We'll stay here for about another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Okay, gang, roll yourself back up to a seated position. We're gonna do some donkey kicks into a pigeon pose. Now I'm gonna have you come onto your right side. So your right forearm is down and your left hand is propped up and your knee is down. Now your top leg, which is your left, you're gonna pull your knee toward your elbow and then extend your leg nice and high. Don't forget about abdominal engagement. Draw in and away. Pull and lengthen. So we didn't forget about our glutes today. They're still getting worked. Keep it going. Try mouth today. 10 seconds left. And then we're gonna pull it through to a pigeon pose. 3, 2, and 1. Take the leg that's up, set it down, and then pull your knee through into your pigeon. Now you can either be here or down to your forearms. Just holding it here. Stretching your hips. Piriformis. The other thing that sometimes feels good is kind of gently rocking from side to side. It doesn't have to be a huge motion. Seconds left. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Good. Let's swivel around to the other side. So to your left elbow is down, right hand is propped up, and reach your leg nice and long. Pull your knee toward your elbow and extend up. Pull and extend. So you're maintaining a little bit of a lateral flexion, or not a flexion, but a lateral rotation through your hip joint of your right leg. 10 seconds, doing good. And then we have your pigeon. 3, 2, and 1. Reach it long, lower it down to the ground, and into your pigeon. Hold it here. Either up to your hands or down to your forearms. Back of your neck stays long. And if it feels okay, you can gently rock from side to side. Doing great, everyone. We have about 5 minutes left of work. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Okay, we're gonna bring it back to a half kneeling position. Now your right knee is down, your left leg is extended out to the side. Both hands come down to the ground. So we're back to stretching our adductors, our inner thighs. And if it feels okay, you're gonna gently rock back toward your foot, flex your left foot, hold it here, and now point your foot and you're gonna rock it back to where your shoulders come back over to your hands. Let's do it again. Hinging back, flex your foot, and that just helps to kind of increase the stretch through your inner thigh. And rock it back forward. Let's do 2 more. Rock it forward. And last one. And rock it forward. Good. Let's switch over to the other side. Right leg extends. And now rock it back, flex your foot. And rock it forward. Sink it back. And forward. 2 more. And forward. Last one. Rock it back. And forward. Good. Now both knees come down. Arms come out to a T. I'm going to turn around here so you can see. Little back scratch. Now your right arm is going to go back behind your back. And if you can, try to hold on to your fingertips. So range of motion through your shoulders, stretching through your traps, your triceps. And now windmill out and around to the other side. So, all right, so I can't touch on my other side, but you do the range of motion that is best, but again, without straining through your shoulders or your neck. I feel like I'm almost there. And then windmill around, back to the other side. And windmill around. Other side, holding it here. Let's do 1 more of each, back to the first side. And if it's tender on your knees and you want to come up to a standing position, that's okay too. And then windmill to the other side. And go ahead and release. Good. Let's come up, come onto all fours for a cat-cow. Shoulders over your hands, hips over your knees. Exhale, rounding your mid back up toward the ceiling. And inhale to extend. Exhaling to round. Inhale, extend. 3 more. Exhale, round, drawing in your abs. Inhale, extend. Good. 2 more. Inhale, allowing your belly to hang. And last one. Rounding up, hollowing out your belly. And then extend. Good. Tuck your toes under. Let's find a downward facing dog. And pedal through your feet if you'd like. Feels good for your ankles, your Achilles, your calves. And now walk your hands back towards your feet. Slowly roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. As the last to return, let's give you a quick head and neck stretch. Place your right hand back behind your back. Eye gaze down to your left armpit and hold it here. This is a great one to do throughout the day. If you tend to get tension through kind of like the lateral side of your neck. And release. Let's do the other side. forward or down to your armpit. And go ahead and release. Thank you so much for joining Feel Good Fitness today. I'm hoping your body definitely feels better, making it a little bit more lengthened, and our posture is a little bit taller. All right, thanks everyone. We'll see you later.